Oh, welcome back, divas. Part 3 of a 3-part series. So we're talking about what men love about women. Well, let's say what quality men love about quality women, what they find desirable. We had part 1, part 2. Go back and watch it if you haven't.
Yes.
And this part 3 is pretty obvious, but it's not. It's called
Hygiene.
Hygiene.
Not to be confused with low gene.
And you know what? Again, I know, because on my first date with Jeff, I caught him looking at certain things on my body. No, not the girls. My hands. He was looking at my nails. He was looking at my hands. Did you look at my feet?
I thought you had shoes on.
I had sandals.
Oh, then I looked at them.
So obviously feet are not a big thing for him, but some men it is.
I will say this. I noticed that her hair was done. I noticed that she smelled good. Ooh. I noticed that her breath smelled good. And the reason, I'll have to tell you right now, the reason that I looked up on all those things is because I have been around women where their hair was a mess. Their breath was not smelling good, and they themselves didn't smell good. I do remember one time a woman came in. I was working at this company in the warehouse. This was actually a very wealthy woman, I would come to find out. And her toenails, they were cracked and there was gouges in them. They looked so nasty. I literally couldn't look at her feet, and I thought, oh, and it just repulsed me. I thought, and then I found out later she wanted to go out with me, and I'm thinking, there's no way. There's no way.
Isn't that funny? Come on, divas. You know you've been there. And
we all have.
It works with men as well.
Of course
One of the
it
things
does.
I did notice, honey, that you did smell nice, and I did like your teeth. Teeth are a huge thing, by the way. Do a hygiene check when you're leaving your house, even if you're not dating right now. Make sure that your teeth are desirable. Maybe they're white. Maybe there's all kinds of whitening systems you can do. As we age, they get yellow, and that's not attractive. And I want you to say, you can go ahead and look this up anyway, because on Google, you're going to see that hygiene is super important.
Yes.
Look in the mirror. See how your hair is. When you go out for gas, or when you go out for,
anything,
shopping for
when you
food.
leave the house.
When you leave the house.
Well, she said this ever since I've known her when she's talking to you divas. When you leave the house, you really have no idea who you might run into.
That's true.
You might be just running down to the convenience store to grab something for one of your kids, one of your grandkids, something for yourself, and you walk in and you bump into somebody that, and divas, you let me ask you this. It's 2 blocks away.
So true.
I'm going to run down and just pick up a gallon of milk at the little supermarket down there. And you walk in, and there is an extremely good-looking guy that you think is like, wow. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I look like the witch on The Wizard of Oz. My hair.
What's wrong with the witch on The Wizard of Oz? Glenda is beautiful.
The other one.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay. But all right, we've all been there.
We all have been.
I'm always going to encourage you to reverse and look at yourself. Right now, we've all been there where the nail polish is chipped off, and we've carried on a few days. I have as well.
Yeah.
You know what? We can just take it off. That's okay. Just remove it. We don't always have to be glam. We're not, I had a guy one time when I was dating in my early 40s before I met my late husband, and he thought, I wore a toe ring at the time, and he actually said to me, if you wore 2 toe rings, I wouldn't have asked you out. Now, I'm not telling you he's right or wrong. I'm just saying, because he equated that to being high maintenance, which I thought was very odd. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. You do you. That's our point. You do you, but make sure you smell good, you've washed, you've cleansed. You don't have to be glammed out. You can be in gym clothes. It doesn't matter. But you want to carry yourself accordingly.
Yes.
Do you want to be approached by a guy who maybe he hasn't shaved, but that's okay, not shaving, I guess. And maybe his hair is greasy. You don't really, that's not attractive, because you want somebody who's paying attention to themselves so that it's like they value themselves, I guess.
Well, unless you're going into an auto parts store to pick up something and the guy's coming in covered in grease and he's working on his car, completely different.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
But
kinda.
When you walk out of the house, make sure that if you bumped into you you would want to stop and talk to you.
Perfect. I love that. I mean, I've seen it so many ways. We get to bring ourselves forth. Bottom line. And if you're feeling good about yourself, then you go have at it.
Yes.
But I just want you, if you're feeling a little bit some way about how you are looking or smelling or being, or you don't have the best teeth and you need to get to the dentist, do it.
Yes.
Do it. Okay? Like, take care of it. We're adults now, gang, so let's do it. And by the way, my freebie is below. Grab that. You will so appreciate it. It is actually the 3 pillars I used myself to meet 2 Mr. Wonderfuls in a row. After the passing of my late husband, I met this guy right here, and I followed the same system. So the freebie is below. Grab it. Be sure to like and subscribe. That matters more than you'll ever know. And we appreciate you. We're doing this for you because we want you to stand tall and stand in your confidence and attract that which you desire.
Yes. Well, we want you guys to have what we have. We've had so many people say, are you guys really for real? And we're like, we're actually like this all the time. Whether we're in the house by ourselves or whether we're out. Actually, a lot of times when we're out, we're actually a little more subdued sometimes.
Yeah, right. That's funny. That's true. It's like we're a little over the top, but we try to tone it down for people. But we want you to know that love is out there.
It's out there.
And we're helping you. We hope that we're helping you release your old stories, stand tall and straighten your crowns as you go out into the dating world. It's fun and there's nothing to be afraid of. So if you have fear, grab the freebie and also know that we have a membership. So I speak weekly to my divas who are in the course so I can answer their dating dilemmas, and there's a whole lot more to that. You can check out information below. So good stuff.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We know your time's the most valuable thing you have, and you're giving of a little bit of that to us. It touches our hearts. So we thank you, and as always, divas, always remember, it doesn't have to be that hard.